I definitely managed to make a lot of gold in a very lazy way. Since I made such incredibly bad decisions last time, we're going to try and top that today. The idea I have in mind involves these banks. They're really fairly basic to build, and they just kind of continually generate coins, which are useful for everything else. That's how you unlock more islands and more game. Plus, I noticed there was this skill, banks generate coins 50% faster when adjacent to other banks. So I'm going to build a few banks and place them beside each other to supercharge this process. Then I just sit back and watch the money make itself, and then I take over the universe, which is bad news for the wildlife. I have 3 furnaces to get started on my gold, steel, and brick. Steel is definitely going to be the hardest to get a hold of because it involves quite a bit of gold and iron in itself, but I'm pretty good at gathering resources. Nice try, idiot, I'm not falling for this again. But what is it you do want? The real treasure in this adventure are the friends we make along the way. You mean those people who constantly ask me for stuff? Yep, that sounds like friends to me. Before I commit to utilizing this space for banks, I want to unlock just one more island. And maybe eventually I'll actually be able to upgrade my pickaxe. I've been so close for so long that it hurts. I suddenly find myself really tempted to buy a dragon filter. I have no idea what that does, but it looks like so much fun. And this is basically why I need constant supervision. Here's to another uneducated, poor decision. Alright, I'm really hoping this island actually connects to this and has a lot of landmass. Nope, completely the opposite of what I wanted. I mean, if I can get a better pickaxe out of this deal, I'll take it. I guess there's really only one option now. I need to do this carefully because I don't really know how those guys can move. That one jackass is single-handedly ruining it for me because I want to place a build tile right there and he just won't move. Alright guys, come on over. Yep, there we go. Nope, they can't hit me. Actually, I can mostly just stay this far away. They can't hit me and I can just do that. Thanks for the bones, guys. I think that one's also stuck, so perfect. Before we deal with him, let's make a better pickaxe. It can probably deal more damage. That's a lot of iron. But then again, I do have a lot of iron ores, so this won't be a problem. Alright, let's see what this thing can do. Bone pickaxe. Damage is increased by 150%, so I believe that's twice as much as my former. Gain 50% more bone when killing skeletons. I don't really need the bone anymore. I've kind of already made the pickaxe I've been searching for hours. Fiery pickaxe. That one's more expensive to build. Lucky for me, idiot stick is currently stuck, so... But this is handy, he can't do a thing about it. Can we open these? Open a skull chest, a spirit orb. Use it to increase your stats. I have stats? That's also worth 2,000 gold, so I'm tempted to just... Well, let's see what it does. Yeah, you guys don't mind, you're dead. You guys got anything good buried here? Well, this was a fun little island. Okay, I'm gonna start my banking empire right here. Interestingly, I can build on wood platforms, so I can literally make myself a giant bank spot. I just really need a lot of materials. But luckily I have my new pickaxe, so things should be built faster than ever. Can I eat the nightshade? Since I've leveled up again and I'm having trouble keeping up getting enough gold, I'm gonna unlock quarries. I have no idea if this is going to be beneficial or not. The quarry is something I need to build. It takes a lot of gems. Luckily for me, I found a lot of gems. Unluckily for me, I've been selling gems as fast as I've been finding them. And already it's time for our second bank. So that's gonna go there. That should make the one beside it go 50% faster. That one is cruising along nicely. So hopefully when we add another bank, it's even faster, another bank even faster. Well, let's see what's on this island. A big happy vegetable, just what I wanted, but that is also a lot of real estate close to my bank, so I'm pretty happy about that. Hello? This is our end. I still love you. That's adorable. I never loved you. I still love you. Why? This is our end. 30 beats? That wasn't even worth the effort. Do you have more? I'm sorry, but this is what I am. And hopefully this is the kind of island that can spawn a lot of gold. Placing the bank on the right, supercharge the bank on the left. So we're going to put one on the left. Hopefully it doubles down on the one in the middle. So what I'm going to do is empty out all 3 and then we're going to see what kind of progress they make. So far, from what I can tell, it's still only supercharged the one, which is still only going about 50% faster than the other 2. So perhaps my giant supercharging scheme isn't going to work. But I'm not about to give up just yet. At this level, I'm going with commerce. Items discarded from my inventory are instantly sold. But let's go ahead and buy ourselves another island down here. That one's got gold on it and a rainbow. And delicious looking mushrooms. It didn't even give me anything, those just blow up. I think that probably has something to do with the island. There it is. Okay, it's just the color of the rainbows. Everyone knows that. You know what I like about this chest? The fact it wasn't dropped on my head. Damages nearby skeletons and demons. Okay, now I'm curious if all 3 banks are boosted. So what I'm going to do to check is take this bank and then the other 3 and see what rate they produce at. Interestingly, so far these 3 banks are going faster than the first one. Not by 50%, but they were harvested afterwards too. So they're going quicker, but not 50% quicker. Result? Inconclusive. We need more banks. Reduces coin costs by 15%. I just found my final emerald needed for my quarry, which hopefully gives me some gold because I put a lot of effort into this and I don't even know what it actually does. In theory, this should be pretty valuable because it takes 5 of every gem. That's worth a lot of money. And this thing's huge. What does this even do? Oh, that's what it does. And some of this I've never even seen before, so great. I like this quarry thing. And I've also just realized I can basically do more quarries now because this quarry is going to give me so many gems that I can make more quarries, more gems, another exploitable resource. I think having a quarry is really going to supercharge the process. So now we're going to be rolling in resources, therefore rolling in banks, rolling in money, and buying everything we want. Time for our next perk. Land is that much cheaper. Time for our next bank. I'm going to put it right here. Not sure they need to be in a row, but I'm going to go with that for now. And look what the quarry has given us this morning. These are full of gold. I can't wait till I have a second island with a quarry on it. I'm going to get so many gems and ore every day. It's going to be ridiculous. And another bank. These are getting faster and faster. I think now would be a great time to buy the adjacent island. I was hoping for more land. I wanted to put a quarry over there. Now we just got some clown idiot. My name is Hopfrog and I made the video game. Thank you for playing Forager. Hope you're having fun. If that had landed on my head. Skeleton mask. Skeletons don't attack you anymore. Well, I still attack them. But now you can't see my beautiful face. This alone is probably going to turn into 2 more banks plus another quarry. Kind of wanting a better pickaxe again. Some of these things are pretty hard to break and it's eating up precious time. Unlocks amulets, gems sell for 20% more coins. Because I'm finding so many now, might as well get some value out of them. And another bank. I am actually at the point now where I can't even mine this stuff fast enough. It keeps respawning faster than I can even take care of it. What do you suppose a basic amulet does? I feel like I'm actually doing surprisingly well for someone just absolutely winging everything. And the amulet gained 25% more resources. I'm actually really glad I made that now. That's going to be huge. And I can already make the next one. But before I sacrifice those gems, I want another quarry. Next bank is actually going to be the first one slightly outside of the row. Not sure if that's going to make a difference, hopefully not. But you know what, that's okay. I just like the idea of the banks. They're so easy to build at this point that it's almost laughable and they're just going to passively make me money endlessly. Another level up, so naturally furnaces 25% faster, forges 25% faster. Now that we have several thousand gold just being generated in our bank, let's make a little withdrawal and then we can buy another island to expand our empire. We're now up to almost 4,000 gold and that was just for me waiting for the banks to do their thing, which means I want to buy this island for 2,000. Lots of room to play on there. Definitely going to put a quarry there right away. Hey Marshmallow Face, I am so glad you're here. Likewise. Don't know what to do without you. Quickly, I need a ton of poop. I'm not enabling whatever this is. This is literally a life or death situation. Yeah, for you. 500. Yeah, let me get right on that. Anyways, where was I? Building another quarry? That sounds about right. That should produce a ton of gems on this island. There we go. Now I get 2 of these islands every day to mine. I will continue funding my banks, which will continue funding my stupid ideas. Like, I might actually have to make some furnaces closer to all this because it's going to be too much time running back and forth. I can basically be constantly mining at this point. But good news, time for another bank. And we're definitely going to go ahead and make the next amulet right now. If it gets me even more resources, well, this all gets it that much easier. Also can't help but detect a bit of a pattern here. The northern islands have snow. Presumably the southern islands will be hot. Probably where I'll find the hot peppers I need for a better pickaxe. Yep, at this point I actually can't keep up with all this being produced. I'm doing my best. I'm going to have lots of minerals, but there's only so much I can do. And then how about our slimy amulet? More resources, please? Gain 50% more resources? That's absurd. What's the next one do? I assume it's going to be even more, so I'm going to generate some steel for that right away. I have everything else I need. And my banks already have made me over 600 gold, and all I've been doing is smashing rocks for about 5 minutes. It's all about investing in the future. Might be a slow start, but before you know it, you're ridiculously ahead of the game. And one amazing amulet coming up. Gain 75% more resources. As soon as I can make royal steel, I'm making the crystal amulet. So I made about 1,400 gold just from having the banks going for, I don't know, 10 minutes. Which means I can buy this nice piece of land with a large tower on it. Hopefully that also means there's some of those fiery peppers or whatever I need because I want a better pickaxe. I've just got a puzzle to solve in the meantime. Oh man, I was so close. One left. I'll worry about the puzzles later. For now, I've got gold to make. Bank number 10. And the banks seem to be producing about 1 gold per 6 seconds. So I'm currently producing 10 gold every 6 seconds. That's a gold and a half per second. It is worth noting though that every bank seems to cause the next one to be a little bit more expensive. Still though, 40 gold bars for another bank at this point is cheap. Considering how fast I can mine gold, that's not a big deal. Another level up means royal steel, which means better amulet, more resources. Royal steel is really expensive to make. Look at everything it wants to do this. Luckily, I've got lots of everything now. Number 11. Alright, 1 crystal amulet on the way. I'm assuming 100% resource boost? Yep, 100% more resources. And since I'm finding so many gems and don't seem to need any at the current moment, I'm going to sell everything I have. Hopefully get some money. We're going to unlock some new islands. Well, there we are. Almost up to 6,000 gold. 11,000 gold for this one? I really want that one now. Well, this one's only 167 gold. We might as well just buy that one because we can. And then I'm going to go for this one for 3,300 gold. That looks like it might have some stuff on it eventually. But one thing at a time, this one has a pickaxe, so I'm interested. I do like a good pickaxe. I'm disappointed in what I'm finding. The museum, our collections are rather incomplete at the moment. Well, good thing I just sold all my gems. I feel like those would have been really handy right now. Alright, well let's go see that big scary island down here with things that seem to want to hurt me. Oh, that's my thing hurting it. Yeah, I can just sit here and they'll die. Basically, I can do nothing and I'll take over this island. But I will work my way inward slowly. And a big rock over here. This is the first one I've seen that's this big. Good thing I'm an expert miner by now. This is basically all I do. There's legitimately actually too many gems and stuff at this point. Look what spawned for me in a big island. Even more gems and ore. I guess I can't say no to opportunities like this. And I want a new island, so time to make a withdrawal. Just from checking the bank back up to 4,000. And it's been no time at all since we last did our withdrawal. I think I want this one. And maybe also this one. So, is it just pumpkins? I feel like I'm not going to find the spicy things I need down here. Good thing I'm starting to make so much money. The lands to the south definitely get more expensive. Bank number 12. That means I make 12 gold every 6 seconds, or 2 gold per second. Also, gonna get automation. I want to see what mining rods are. I can already build a mining rod, I just don't really know. I guess it absorbs everything around it, so if I put that nicely there, that's gonna eat up everything on the island. So by the looks of things, it just slowly goes around zapping things. Once things are destroyed, I get them. So at this point, I could probably sit down and let the game play itself for an hour and I come back and have enough money and resources to do everything I want. But that's obviously not good enough for me. If it's worth doing, it's worth doing a lot. Now we have 2 islands with 2 mining rods. Well, since I'm now making a modest 2 gold per second and everything is mining itself, I'm gonna go ahead and leave myself sitting right here where I'm nice and safe and come back in a little while to see how much money and resources I have. Sometime later, I find myself with a ton of money, all for just standing there. These now add up to almost 19,000 gold on top of the 2 I already have. And not only that, look at how many gems my mining things found. 60, 62, 49, 59. I definitely managed to make a lot of gold in a very lazy way. Now the fun part, let's see how much money we've actually made in the past while. We're starting at about 2,500 for easy math. The last few. So starting at 2,500 up to 21.5. But we're not done yet, let's sell the gems. I feel like I wasn't even collecting one type of gem because there's 5 types of gems. Anyways, gems basically doubled my money on top of that, so there's almost 50,000 gold.